something that you're doing. AJ Conte called me about 2 weeks before he died. And he said, "Hey Chad, how you doing? You know, AJ, listen, I want you to either, I can't really remember, and I didn't sleep much last night. I think he either wanted me to get him a tape machine and do it all, or he already had a tape machine. And he said, I want the original, you know, the closest awesome tape you can get with the closest vinyl to that tape, you know what I mean? Which this Scheherazade would have been what to do." And he says, "The reason I want this is I want to make our tape, our turntable as good as it can be, and I feel that the best way to do this is to compare it to the tape."
Exactly.
And I want you, just tell me what I need to buy, just send it to me, send me a bill, but I just want you to know what I want. And I said, "Well, I understand exactly what you want, I understand why you want it." I said, "So I'll get it." I said, "It's gonna take me a while, but I'll get it for you." And he was using that as a goal to shoot against, to improve his quality. So there's two parts of that story. One is AJ was the guy that makes a great product and really cared, and he didn't stop trying up till the time he died to upgrade or improve. And two, it answers kind of says what you're saying, but not quite the way you were, you know. Listen, our good customers, you know what they buy? They buy the tape, the 33, the 45, the test pressing, the download, the SACD. Some of them buy 2 of each.
But here's the thing, right? So this is what the record companies don't really understand about the audiophile who's going to buy tape, is that given the choice between getting a bootleg copy or getting a one-off limited series release from, you know, Analog Productions, we're always going to go buy that, right? That's the part that once that understanding comes to play, I think what Chad's going to find is that he's a lot more successful at making that transition.
I think of it whenever I buy a tape. I think of it as, okay, what's my top 10 to bring on an empty island, you know, deserted island, and that's what I try to get on my master tapes. I play mostly vinyl, of course, but
listen,
nice
this is what I tell people, and the one thing I want to say about that major label and that major artist, and the engineer is one of the most famous guys, and here I am, you know, negotiating and talking to him. He's recorded every famous band and one of the most famous people that teaches, you know, and you know, he's telling me everything he believes, and I'm telling him everything I believe. But I mean, well, we have a lot of respect for one another, but the last thing he said, "Listen, the no is not now." He says, "But not forever." He said, "Just right now. We'll talk about it soon. And it's going to probably happen, but just not now." But the last thing I'll say is, you got all these formats for different times and different reasons. You know what I mean? You don't play your tape deck if you're going to go cook. You know, you don't play your turntable the high-res downloads for your car, for your portable device, you know, if you're gonna do it as background music, you know, your turntable, if you're gonna sit and really, you know, let the music, you know, you just wanna get into music and you just wanna, you know, have the ultimate experience. And then tape, if you wanna go one up on that. But, it's just, so that's why people buy all these things, is that, I mean, I'm into all of them. It's just at different times and different reasons.
I agree.
You don't, you play your tape and your albums when you really, really want, you can give your whole body and mind and your time to that.
Yeah.
And you do the rest, when you can. So I ain't got nothing against any of them. It depends on when you use them.
And let's be honest, it's a hobby. A hobby is supposed to cost a little bit of money. So. No, it's also spending some time with.
Well,
stuff.
hey, listen, this tape business, the blank tape is freaking expensive. If you don't believe me, go order some.
Yeah.
Call Brian and let him tell you how much it is. Those hubs, you're gonna shit when you find out just how much those hubs are. And then it's just, and then to get a professional engineer to make them real time, you know what I mean? And then just to put them in the box, and then to label them and not mix them up, and then our generic box was $30 a piece, and I had to buy like $60,000 worth of them just to get them to amortize, to be at $30 a piece.
Yeah.
So I mean, so we're selling for $4.50 now. We're probably going to raise them to $5. And it really, it's not how we make. I mean, believe me, I could let that part of my business go, and I might just be letting a lot of big.
You don't want to let it go.
No, I don't. I mean,
60,000 boxes, Chad.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. When I'm done with them boxes, when I'm done with the box, I ain't gonna. You're right. I'm gonna finish them boxes for sure.
Okay, you want to take some questions?
Yeah, that's.
Okay, well, let's thank all our panelists. And I just wanted to add one thing that Benno had said, which was